Hey YouTube. So in the Orlando International Airport right now, getting ready for my flight to Charlotte, North Carolina, and then from North Carolina to Rhode Island. Flight is supposed to leave at 8, and then getting in at like 12:30. I realize this is probably the first time you've actually seen my face. What's up? Hi, how's it going? Audio is probably a little quiet because I'm whispering, because you don't want to be like loud and annoying in the middle of an airport terminal. The plane we're going to be on, really hard to see. Yeah, no, there's window glare. I'm not even going to try. Probably just messed up my tripod setup and everything. But yeah, I guess I'll do some more when I get to Charlotte. I just didn't want to pack all this, or unpack it, do the airport, go through security, repack it for security, then unpack it. So it is what it is. I'll probably get some shots of the airport when I land. But yeah, wish me luck. I've flown before. It's not a big deal. I'm ex-Air Force. I've flown around a lot. But yeah, I'm excited and nervous. I haven't flown since like 2009. No, I flew when I worked for ADP. So 2020? Before COVID? Yeah, before COVID. All right, see y'all later. Okay, so just landed in Charlotte, North Carolina. It's going to be very view bobby because I don't have my gimbal or anything like that. Going to gate 82, leaving at 10:30 p.m. The time that they expect us to get there is around 12:30. So 2-hour flight. The last one was like an hour 15. It wasn't bad. But we got here at about 9:45. Wasn't bad. Overall, pretty good flight. No turbulence or anything. Got the peanuts, had some apple juice. You know, same old, same old. Right now I'm just walking to the new gate. The airport's nice. The bathrooms are better than Orlando's, or cleaner, I should say. Like, they do look a little older, but like, anytime I use the bathroom in Orlando, I'm afraid I'm gonna get something. But it is what it is. It's like when you gotta clean your own toilet seat to piss, you don't have a good time. But yeah, coming up on this one now. I think that's A2, and I think I'm supposed to be on A2. I'm just gonna double check my app again. Board's in 10 minutes. Providence, Rhode Island, yeah, A2. I'm like at the back of the damn plane. But it is what it is, as I say. All right. I'm gonna do a quick shutdown. It's not a very interesting travel vlog, not a lot to show. I'll probably show more when I land. Then I gotta hunt down an Uber or a cab. Hopefully an Uber. It's definitely a learning experience, that's for sure. Let's see if we can get a good view of airport shenanigans out this window. Sorry, gotta adjust Mr. Camera, and you all see my lovely double chin. Nah, the reflection's too bad. Anyways, I tried. Middle of the night recording, kind of a bitch. But I'll see you guys when I touch down in Providence for Captain Con, and probably do a room walkthrough, and then restart the con proper. And I can't wait, it's gonna be a blast. All right, see you in the next one, guys. Hey YouTube, I made it to my hotel room. And I'm gonna be honest, 2-hour flights suck. I look like shit. You can see my bald spot and everything. I'm all scrubby. It is 1 a.m. 1 in the fucking morning, and that's about when I actually expected. I get here probably like 1:32, so all that works out. I'm a little hungry, so I might see if I can get some Uber Eats, take a shower, see if that shows up on time or not. We'll find out. But let's do the room tour. Now, something I don't normally talk about on this channel is that I do a lot of cosplay and in cosplay cons. MegaCon, Dragon Con, Holiday Matsuri are usually my big three. I want to do some more of those maybe this year, but that's not content you're going to see on this channel. Specifically, this is just going to be minis focused. Point is though, I do a lot of like traveling and I see a lot of hotels. So I'm not saying I'm like an expert or anything, but you see some shit. So let's start it out. Now the entryway, when I get this, is actually pretty large. Like, I was kind of shocked at that. This is just a king, it's a single. You walk in and you got your dresser, like, and this is cool. They've got, I think these are extra pillows up here. Yeah. Down here you got your complimentary hangers, ironing board. Other side has your standard safe, which is not safe. These things are super easy to break into if you know what you're doing. But it's security theater at that point. I'd rather probably keep it in some of my shit hidden rather than some of those. It depends on what you're trying to hide. Iron, more hangers. Now the bathroom area, very L-shaped. Like if I was doing cosplay and I had like other people in the room with me, this would be a massive pain in the ass. Like cool little makeup mirror. I think that's a magnification one. Oh yeah, definitely a magnification mirror. I'm gonna turn that off because I'm not using that and the light will probably drive me crazy. I'll fuck with this later. Oh no, there we go. That's exactly what I wanted. I wanted that out of the way. Hair dryer. Looks like lotion. They actually give you lotion? What the fuck? There's some plugs over here. Probably for the hair dryer. Sponge, tissues, I like how makeup. This way you don't fuck up their white ones. And then probably more lotion. And then they give you, that is one small ass trash can. Like most places for that do cosplay conventions, it's heavy too. They give you a bigger trash can normally. I don't know, is what it is. Bathroom, a little weird. There's where the towels go behind the door. That's annoying. I don't like this design. I'm gonna show you up here. There's like this massive gap. So like your heat and your steam and everything is gonna escape. I mean, it's gonna escape from the top, but the more holes you have, the worse. Overall though, it's not a bad little shower. And then I did use the restroom and didn't put the seat down, but I'm by myself, so y'all can fuck off. Full body mirror, you can see me in all of my hobo goodness. God damn, I need to get my hair cut. And then into the room proper. Like, that ain't bad. Of course, I've already been through, turned on all my lights, dropped all my shit off. I'm going to hijack the TV with HDMI and set up my laptop soon. I'll probably do a video on like my setup for when I'm actually in the con. And then it is an adjoining room. But that's a lot of space. That's not bad. Especially if you're by yourself. If you're with people, multiple rooms might be better. I dropped these because these look to be the blackout curtains. I'm not a fan of how those are gonna look later, but we'll see. They've got these pull chains. I guess the view's okay. Yeah, I'll try to get a daytime shot for it. But yeah, that's about it. I've officially checked in. Let me go grab my hat so you can't see my crazy balding spot. One might say I'm bald, not really. I'm pretty laid back and chill actually. But that's it. Fucking left my house at 3:30. Buses, trains, cars, planes. I fucking rode everything to get here. Massive pain in the ass, but hopefully it's worth it. I can't wait to sit down with some of the guys from the Warjacks community. Might meet some people from the Delaware War Machine Discord. I'm in there too. I hope I run into a bunch of you guys and I can like get some videos with you or maybe record the games. That's my main goal, is I'm hoping I can get some of the games on record, at least not all of the game, at least like who the opponent is and what the layout is and all that jazz. Sorry, you got a nice look at my double chin as I'm closing curtains and shit back up. But yeah, that's it. I'm excited. I'm gonna get food, I'm gonna get a shower, and then I'm gonna pass the fuck out. Hey YouTube, we're back with the Friday morning. So after I got my food and went to bed got my food, showered and went to bed, it was like 2:30. And I woke up at like 7 because that's when my alarm was, because I thought that the tournament started at like 8:30. Turns out it starts closer to like 9:30. But I'm like, hey, it gives me time to go get breakfast. The hotel's breakfast bar is not super amazing. Oh, the restaurant, I should say, actually. Hold on, let me turn on the slide. It's a little dark. Ta-da! All right. Yeah, the hotel's restaurant for breakfast is like 18, 19 bucks. which isn't bad. I mean, like, when I got Uber Eats, it was like $25 for a fucking Big Mac, but it was 1 something in the morning and I was starving. I was gonna buy whatever. So let's do the rundown of the post setup and everything, getting everything out, getting the list and everything. I'm gonna get down the tripod or the GoPro stand because it's a little easier to hold it in short form mode. So over here, we've got the Jacoki tray, and this is everything that I need to operate both of my lists for Orgoth. 2 units of Axers. They came out so good. And we've got commanders in the background, and then some rocks. Some homeless guys that live in a van. The mini crate Theron. 3 unit of War Witches. 5 Warjacks. 3 heavies, 2 lights. The 2 different casters I'm going to play. There's my only wall for defenses. Of course, the Siege Tarrasques. And then over there, I've got my extra Jackal. I brought 3 of each. And then I have 4 heavy bodies because one of them's the alternate. The 2 extra of those, extra casters, commanders. And then back there is the Grimkin that I'm going to be playing for the Midnight thing for Legacy. The remaining extra defensive pieces. And there are the custom command cards I'm not using. I might still bring them anyways, we'll see. Camera gear, laptop setup. I've got my computer HDMI directly into that so I can watch whatever I want to watch. And then over here, it's all over here so that I would remember to bring the tablet. This is everything that's going into my bag. Super glue in case I have any accidents. My objectives. I was going to try to fit them on the tray. I just did not have space. Tablet. And then the bit spins for the Jackals and the Tyrants. And then, of course, the Game Aids tray with the extra defenses. I'm running 1 barrier, 2 spike traps, so we'll see how that goes. And then underneath that is my Games Workshop Citadel dice rolling tray. So yeah, slept like a fucking baby. Pillows are great. Bed is phenomenal. Absolutely loved it. And then the view. Here, we'll turn off the light so you don't get the reflection there. I mean, it's not amazing, but like, what the fuck am I gonna expect? It's Rhode Island. Like, you don't get like downtown Orlando Disney views where you see skyscrapers and hotels. It's just trees, then a bump of trees, and then more trees. But I mean, again, what the fuck was I expecting? It's Rhode Island. And nothing against Rhode Island, like if you live here. Like, I'm not saying, oh my god, Rhode Island sucks. It's more like, what would you expect from Rhode Island? Yeah, I'm doing all this fucking camera manipulation on the fly. So we have the thing for the tournament. I don't know if I'm going to record a lot of that. Let's be honest. Like, I'll probably be more focused on the tournament. I'm probably going to get a lot of B-roll set to like whatever fucking non-copyright claim music I can find. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of the video. This one's definitely going to be longer because it's going to be like hodgepodge shit cut together, but we'll see how it goes. All right, see you on the floor. All right, sorry, the audio part of the media mod I guess broke for this, so I'm going to have to record this as voiceover after the fact, but right now we're in the lobby. So this is when you first walk in, check-ins to the right, elevators are straight ahead. The convention is off to the left, and the setup for this con/hotel, it's a little windy, but once you learn it, it's not too bad. There's some game spaces off to the left I don't really show. It's not necessarily set up for games, it's more like a hangout area that anyone can vibe at. The coffee shop there is pretty okay. I don't drink coffee, so I think I ate there once. I got a cinnamon roll. And to the left, which I don't really show because I didn't know it was there at the time when I recorded this, is like their restaurant. Little overpriced. I think I talked about that in one of the other videos. But, you know, we ate there for dinner. And in here is one of the game halls. And then off to the right, there's a bunch of little like other cubbies where they're doing different games and stuff like that. This is a pretty interesting thing. Yeah, he's going to show the different games, Conquest and all that jazz. Day 1 was pretty good, actually. I went 2-1, but one of those wins was a bye.
And round one, I played against a guy from the Warjacks community. I didn't even know he was from the Warjacks community. I ended up getting to talk to him later. Him and the other Warjacks guys were on a team in the team tournament for Saturday. Brandon, I think. He played Dusk, and the only reason I beat him, I think, is because he clocked himself. Like, I did okay, but I'm still super new, and I'm making a ton of newbie mistakes. But I mean, even though I'm learning from them. If you can learn from your players, if they pop out to you, that's what really matters. And then I lost game 2, and ended up getting the bye. Game 2, I conceded. I made such a horrible mistake game 2. I made so many mistakes back to back. I didn't ask threat ranges. I put an Axer out, which ended up getting charged by New Storm Legion Cavalry, which used my own defensive wall and my Axers to basically boost their defense / armor, their defense up to 1,000,000. And then on my turn, on the crackback, yeah, I stole a Met, which I ended up not eating and finding later. Anyways, on the crackback, I ended up screwing up and just totally... I should have disengaged the Axers. I thought the Repo 3 card was a unit. It's only a single model. They had this area over here. It was a picture photo app area with the pirates to my left. And this was like a little like paint hobby area where you could just show up and paint minis, which was super cool. I think they were like hawking the 2 thin coats from Duncan Rhodes, which was amazing. But yeah. Back to the games. So I conceded. I was just like, round 1, I had messed up so many things and wasted so much. I blew like 4 jacks. My caster still didn't clear the unit. I killed 1 horse. I was so demoralized. And I'm like, okay, well, on the crackback, I'm going to lose everything. This is already over. Just because of how much resources. This was quick pause to the story. This was the wrestling card game, the Super Show. I didn't demo it or anything, but the guys were crazy, high energy. They were super into it. It was pretty neat. Going by there was always like hollering and screaming going off, and this is where I walk in and I take a look and I talk to the guy a bit, but I didn't get any of that on camera. I'm glad I didn't, because my audio wasn't working and I didn't know, and he would have talked into a camera that literally wasn't picking up anything, and I would have felt like a jackass. But I think I cut the camera here and then talk to him for a bit and then leave to continue. So yeah, here comes a transition in a little bit. But yeah, so because I lost game 2, I got to buy game 3. And then get told the next day, when I show up a little late for the team tournament, which was 100% my fault, that 2nd place and 3rd place, because I actually ranked 4th, in my pod had dropped, and I got invited to Masters, and then just scrubbed out game 1 in Masters. I play so horribly. There's still a lot I need to learn. I need to learn movement. Like, I'm still used to, like, arcing tape measures. Like, you bend the tape measures for movement, because that's what we did in 40K. You know, here's Broken Egg. These guys are great. If you ever need 2D terrain, or if you need tokens, Broken Egg. I'm pretty sure 99% of you watching this know who the hell Broken Egg are. They're not there. I was sad that they weren't, because I wanted to talk to him. Like, I was actually going to try to interview this guy, which I'm glad I didn't, because no audio. It is a deck building game type thing, but it's got draft elements. It was weird. It was a neat concept, and I kind of wanted to interview him for that. I was going to pick it up too. It was like $45 for the kit, and it's not booster packs. You buy it, you own it, you're good. This is a long walk, so I can talk here. The con as a whole was amazing. They had a charity raffle. I put like $50 into it. I got a bunch of tickets. Ended up winning a K-Door Classic, like the old school one, Colossal, from the raffle. Like, you went up and you picked your prize. They had a lot of really good stuff up there. Season 1 and 2 of Duncan Rhodes Paints. This is just an open play area. Right here, by the way, in the con. Like, you can just show up, grab a board game, bring your own board game, get some friends, set up and play games. Having a dedicated gaming con is completely different from cosplay and anime cons, and I think it is an amazing concept. But, yeah. So, after I scrapped out, I recorded 2 games. I've actually got both of those edited up. I did those first. They're going to be coming out the next 2 Fridays while I move. I'm in the middle of packing right now, which is why this video is coming out late. I'm literally recording this at 6 p.m. on Friday when I normally want to get it out, and I'm going to try to rush this video out so I don't break my Friday streak. The next 2 Fridays will be Captain Con Masters games 2 and game 3, because I played 1, I didn't record it. Game 2, I got to record. Great guys. It's a little choppy at the beginning. There's the registration, and there to the right after the registration, was the raffle stuff, by the way. This was a neat idea too. these board games are part of a play to win board game thing. You get like a little booklet and you can check out games and you can play against people and get prizes. Like if you win, you get tickets. There's the raffle and then here's the painting competition. Some of these are gorgeous. Like obviously this is not going to do it justice. Like that Amidala unit was amazing. There's some 40k, lots of 40k. Some there's an Eris. I think Glitch is from the Warjack's Discord. Yeah, that's his Magnus in the back. Well, it's somebody else's Magnus he painted, but he entered it. I'm all over the place because I'm watching the footage as I recap. Yeah, scrubbed out Masters Game 1, recorded Game 2, had some issues with setting it up because I was trying to record off of my GoPro, and the battery was just tanking, but I found out that if I remove the battery and just do it off of a battery bank, it would work fine, and that's what we ended up doing. Game 3 was able to totally record. Game 4, I got partial footage, and then it crashed. This lady's booth was all 3D printed stuff. It was amazing, and then I think she also sold these paints. I don't know if these were her or the booth next to her. I think these were her. But it was just so much supplies. I didn't want to buy too much because my bags were already super packed to the brim. Like I had one backpack and I had a War Machine bag. That was it. And my backpack was already full with clothing and everything I needed to function. These are the tables for the play to win section and some demo tables. Now here I wanted to go into this vendor hall and I couldn't because it wasn't open just yet. I think this guy tells me off. He's like, no, we're not open for another hour. And I was like, okay. Well, that it is what it is. In there wasn't too much. Baron of Dice was there. They're always super cool and you can get custom made dice, but it's like 500 per, it's pretty expensive. But if you have a way of doing it, you do. These guys were neat. They had a bunch of stuff. Warcaster, which they ended up putting in the raffle because nobody bought it, which was sad. I mean, Warcaster is a great game, although supposedly they're coming out with a redo of it. Lorcana, MTG, War Machine, Warhammer, they had Conquest, they had damn near everything. I should have gotten their card or showed it or something. Great guys. So yeah, I guess look forward to some battle reports. They're going to be a little loud with background noise, but you can still hear the players. So I was either going to mute it and talk over it, or I was just going to leave the raw footage, and I decided to leave the raw footage. This booth was huge. This was, all on this side was War Machine, Warhammer 40k and Warhammer Fantasy. And then on the back they had some War Machine, and they had some Riot Quest, and a little bit of Monster Apocalypse at a huge discount. And I was debating on buying it, but then I kept having to tell myself I just don't have room. But it's this giant like hook shape, the whole convention layout. I was looking at that bag, debating on buying it because it was priced okay, but then I was like, how am I going to get it home? That guy's Jinko's jeans, man. They were bigger than my career prospects. Like, they were huge. Paints. And then more 40k and other stuff. There's some t-shirts. Here's where all the War Machine stuff was. Some of the Monster Apocalypse. Some Riot Quest. And then behind me, and I didn't know this at the time, they had like blister packs of it too, just all up on the wall. So, you know, Convergence was definitely my temptation. I was like, I could buy some of the casters, and they have a corollary, and they have some of the units. Like, I could build a little mini group with this, but decided not to. It was definitely a temptation, because I love Convergence. Robot Boys are always fun. And then more stuff. Here's supplies. I was like, hey, look, they got grass toffs. They got things. I'm always looking for not this series. Oh yeah, they're Laser Line Black & Decker. Not this unit of Citadel snips. I hate the current snips. I like the old ones, the metal ones with like the cutout handles. I need to get another pair. My spring broke, or I need to disassemble mine and put a new spring in there. Either way, like the snips are still good. They just don't bounce back. Then board games and stuff. They were selling at a huge discount. Great store. But yeah, it was definitely an interesting con. I have some clips of some of the games that I'm probably going to slap on to the end of this, just so that I have more ability to, you know, narrate and stuff like that. But overall, the con was great. I got to meet Seth. Seth is the gentleman who also runs the Bokor Brawl, and I would love to take part in the Bokor Brawl. This year is bad for me because I'm moving and work, and there's just a lot of stuff in the way. I would love to do Gen Con. I would love to do so many different conventions. I just don't have the time. These little ships on the end of Dowels, this is a game. I didn't really get the rules for it, but it was always cool to walk by and seeing all these ships like flying around each other fighting, and like people literally moving them. I think those are the stat cards hanging off the bottom of them. Some of them are painted really well. Um, there's just so many little things going on. And on Saturday night, the damn thing went till like 1 or 2 in the morning. Like people were still playing. Here's 40K. So we shared the hall. Half of it was 40K, half of it was War Machine. We were on the other side, and this year was crazy. Like they said this was one of the biggest years that they've had ever since, Privateer Press did the big turnaround and the community fractured, and it's a good sign. It means that the community is rebuilding, because if the attendance is only going up, then that means that it's on the upswing. There were some cosplayers here. That Zelda was super amazing. I got to see her when she was coming down. Then there's some other booths here. This was really early. This was, I want to say, 8 or 9-ish. And a lot of people were out here still setting up for the day. And I want to say this was on Saturday. Yeah, this was on Saturday because I decided to do B-roll on Saturday. But it was a great con. Like, I will definitely try to come back. I wish they would get some more prize support. When I was talking to Seth about it, he says it's really up to the con goer or the convention itself. He only helps them run it. He's not going to reach out on behalf of them, which is fair. It's 100% fair. He's going to focus on Bocor, and this is not his baby. He's just assisting, which fantastic. It's super nice that he is. But we'll see in the future. I do want to do Bocor. Seth is an awesome guy and super fun to talk to and just be around. Like, I would hang out with him. Outside of this, I would totally hang out with him. But yeah, beyond that, I mean, there's not much more to say. It was a blast. And I would definitely go again, as long as like time and budget and everything permits. So here is the rest of the B-roll footage. I'm just doing a walkthrough. There was a lot of people. It was awesome. But yeah, if you've ever done any of these smaller cons, what was your experience like? Hit me down in the doobly-doo. Comments. Are you going to go to Captain Con next year? Are you going to do Bocor? What's your favorite con that you like to do? If it's like LVO or Gen Con, the boilerplate basic answers, I get you. The big ones are tons of fun too. There's Glitch. He was also recording on his phone, so we'll see if he puts some. So I got to meet the Tried and True people. Some of them were there, not all of them. I think Erica wasn't, but a couple of them were. They were super awesome. Yeah, it was a fun time. But that's all the time I got for now. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.